Cabo Snoop. He's a pop music artist from Angola, and here's his song called Zagala Guduma. Hello, it's Saturday, April the 14th, 2012. You're watching Sahara TV, and it's time for AfriCurrent. This is the part of the show when we give you a snapshot of what's happening in Africa. We like to highlight stories that are not being shown in Western mainstream media. And I have a lot of news to share with you today. First, a coup has unfolded in the small West African nation of Guinea-Bissau. Then in Malawi, the issue to legalize abortion is still a lingering concern. And finally, this week, Ugandans celebrate the end of a dictator. That's Idi Amin Dada. I have these stories for you and more. Stay tuned for this week's edition of AfriCurrent. Just weeks after a gang of soldiers overthrew the former president of Mali, military troops in the tiny West African country of Guinea-Bissau took to the streets of the capital city on Thursday night to attack the homes of former Prime Minister Carlos Gomes Jr. and interim President Raimundo Pereira. Gomes is being held in detention. We will keep you posted on this developing story. He was called Algeria's voice of conscience, the founding father and the first president of the North African country. Ahmed Ben Bella died on Wednesday. He was 95 years old. When freedom fighters struggled to win independence from France, Ben Bella was right there with them. He was one of the founding members of the Organization of African Unity, which was replaced by the African Union in 2002. On Friday, Bella was laid to rest with a state funeral. Funeral plans for Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe is a topic that many Zimbabweans do not feel comfortable openly talking about. But the fact is, Robert Mugabe is suffering from poor health. It is a claim that the leading party officials are denying and even hiding. Mugabe has been in Singapore, where he is reportedly getting medical treatment for prostate cancer. Mugabe has been in power in Zimbabwe since 1980, and he plans to run again in the upcoming presidential election. It was not a presidential election that positioned Joyce Banda to become the first female president of Malawi. Instead, it was the death of Bingu wa Mutharika. He died last week after suffering a massive heart attack. For more than 20 years, Banda has been a vocal advocate for the rights of women in Malawi. The question now is, will Joyce Banda legalize abortion? Abortion remains a very controversial subject in Malawi, where it is presently illegal. Malawi spends about $1 million every year treating women experiencing post-abortion complications. Most traditional and religious leaders in Malawi view abortion as a sin. But with Joyce Banda as the new president, the laws against abortion in this country may change. Hey, do you drink Coca-Cola? If you do, then you may appreciate this commercial. The deeper message here is that Coke brings happiness to 1 billion Africans. Never mind that drinking Coke may lead to kidney problems, diabetes, osteoporosis, heart disease, and various cancers. It's time for the number of the day. Today's number is 3. The number 3 has emerged in 2 stories regarding the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The economy of Africa's most populous nation is said to be the 3rd fastest growing economy in the entire world. But despite this and the claim that the living standard is improving in Nigeria, the majority of Nigerians are still gripped by extreme poverty. The number 3 came up again in a video posted on YouTube this week. The video shows members of the Islamic radical sect called Boko Haram. The leader of Boko Haram says that Boko Haram will destroy the regime of President Goodluck Jonathan in just 3 months. Just this week, the U.S. government recommended for Nigeria's federal government to create a ministry for the sole purpose of tackling with Boko Haram. Finally, here is your historical fact for the week. On April 11th in 1979, Uganda's infamous dictator Idi Amin Dada fled the capital city of Kampala as Tanzanian troops closed in. That was the end of his 8-year rule, and during those 8 years, not a single school nor a hospital was built because Idi Amin had dedicated 50% of the national budget to boosting the military. Today, Ugandans celebrate April 11th as their Day of Liberation. That's all I have for you today. For information on these stories and more, please visit SaharaReporters.com. Also, don't forget to check out our brand new website. That's www.saharatvonline.com. For all you social media users, be sure to get the latest updates from us by following our Twitter page, as well as checking us out on Facebook. I'm Chika Oduah. Thank you for watching AfriCurrent.
Nunca deu certo. Temos que mudar.
Click on Report Your Bribe and now the West African nation in support of occupying Nigeria. Government protest.